What's going on? No, I'm joking around, guys. What's going on? We're gonna be doing a walkthrough of West Alley Recordings. I'm here with Kyle Black.
What up?
And I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story. The first time I ever walked in this door, I went to go give this guy a pound and I grabbed his hand like this. And from that moment, he was like, always do a fist bump. He's like, so you never have that weird thing. And ever since then, if you've ever met me, I never shake people's hands. So you wanna show me around the place? Things look different since I've been here.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Check it out. Here's the live room.
Oh man, got the Noble and Cooley kit. This looks really dope. I remember this, you know, this is bringing back a lot of memories for me, because the first time I was in here, I was always working with like MIDI drums, like I'm sure a lot of you are. He was like, set up the drum kit. I'm like, set it up. He's like, yeah, he's like, put the mics on or whatever. And I had like the room mics like over, like they were like back here, and like the amount of space that I had the mics on the hi-hat were like directly like on it. It was like the funniest thing ever. And one more thing.
Put him to the test.
He did. He was putting me through the ringer. And one more thing, which is really funny. Let's see, I don't know if we can get a camera in over here, but this MD421, when he was like Mike the Cab, I had always seen these from that plug-in amplitude, and the way that they show the mic, because they have to, because they don't have a 3D design, is they would show it like this on the cab. So I didn't know that when you have an MD421, that they're actually supposed to point this way. It doesn't really make a lot of sense when you look at how the capsule is in here and the fact that it's being covered and broken up by this, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, what else we got going on in here?
Nothing, man. This is just the live room. This is where I track drums. All the guitar cabs and bass cabs end up. Sometimes I'll track vocals in here and set up a vocal booth. And yeah, this is just where it all goes down.
Looking at this cable management system, I need this in my life, because I just have tons of cables all over the place. And this just looks like a very practical way of handling that. But that's the live room. I guess let's take a look and see what else is going on.
This is my snare collection. I'm like a big snare guy. And it's kind of a hobby, it's a passion, and...
You don't use all these snares. There's just no way.
I have some favorites, but it's, you know, it's nice to have a selection, you know, of all different kinds of materials and all kinds of woods, sizes, and any kind of drum sound you can dream of. Like, the idea is to be able to accomplish that. And that's why I have so many snares.
Now, when I was here, this was a workstation. There was Apogee Quartet.
Yeah.
Well, setup was going on here. It looks like you abandoned that. What happened?
This is just a workshop area to fix the snares or guitars or anything that needs work goes to that bench.
Makes a lot of sense. The B room here, this is a beautiful, beautiful room that happens to be for rent, for anybody that's wondering. But yeah, totally a dope spot, secluded and separated from the rest of the room, and got a little vocal booth. I'm crazy, and I would try to record drums in here. Maybe not like a full kit, but I've been really getting into like the lo-fi stuff and the loops and the R&B stuff. So like a little like kick, snare, hi-hat kind of situation with like a tom or something like that. I could totally see it, but beautiful, beautiful place. But let's go to what everyone wants to actually see, and that's this main control room. Another thing, this whole wall here used to be lined with all the albums you did. What happened? Why'd you take them down?
I actually never had them up.
You did have them up.
That was a different spot.
No, it wasn't.
It was, swear to God.
You had some there was some over there on the wall. I know because
that's right.
Yeah, I know.
I just wanted it to look a little cleaner.
So yeah, this was a dope spot. It had like all of like your top albums and all that stuff. There was some in the bathroom too, was there?
Yeah. I don't know, I just decided to clean it up a little bit.
Yeah. Woo! And here we go. The place where all the magic happens. Absolutely beautiful. And I will say that it sounds phenomenal in here. It's one of those places you go and you realize that your room could really use some tuning. I like my room. I think it sounds good, but I come in here and I'm like, is it the monitors? Is it the room? Like, what is it about it? Because I got my bass traps all set up and I get a pretty solid sound in, but here you lock in. And another thing, I remember the first time I sat in here, I was EQing something because I was renting out the room one day. And I turned, I don't think you have these EQs anymore. There were some other EQs you had in here. I like clicked like one notch on the EQ and I felt like the room shifted. It was like, I was like, this is crazy. Like the amount of power that was in those things. I want to show you a little bit of the gear you got and what you like to use it on?
Yeah, these are the collection of Neves I have here. I tend to use those on the drums and bass. The API, which will stay on the guitars. Some compressors right here. And then over here, we got some EQs, some more compression. All my compression is pretty much in front of me, so I can see the meters going back and forth and seeing how much I'm compressing it, of course. And yeah, not much, not a ton of stuff, but it's all the good stuff.
I feel, now that you say that, because I just redid my desk setup.
Yeah.
And I just put like my SSL Fusion there, a couple of my distressors there, but not my other compressors. I put like and now that you're saying that, it's like, it's so dumb for me to not have put like my compression up front so I could see it, because that would make my life a lot easier.
It's not dumb, man. You just gotta figure out what works for you.
And what is this? Like, what's the point of this?
This?
Yeah.
It's an ISO. So it just isolates the sound of the fans in the interface. You know, so that's not bugging me while I'm mixing.
And you feel like it makes a big difference?
Yeah.
Yeah. Changes everything?
It doesn't change everything. It's just a little bit more convenient to be mixing in silence.
Understood.
You know?
I can hear that. And what I'm in love with is this setup that pretty simple. All these
amp stack.
These are like all like, I mean, that's gotta be, that Bogner's like $4,000. That divided by 13, I think is like $3,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
VR is a couple $1,000s.
Sure.
A lot of expensive amps, but I notice it's not a huge selection of amps. And I'm guessing because you just found what you like.
That's right. I don't want to overcomplicate things, and I want things to be streamlined and fast and you know, super high quality. So I'm normally going for the best thing that I can afford at that time. And it's also less time. If you have less gear, there's less to be messing with, and your efficiency level is way higher if you have less things to worry about.
That's an interesting topic, because do you feel the same way about plugins?
100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So a lot, you know, shameless plug, we got our own plugins and all that. But I'm saying, like, when you just open up or click, like you're in Pro Tools and you go to like dynamic section and it's just like, do you find it distracting?
Yeah, at this point, I regret buying all the plugins I have. For the most part, I just reach for the handful that I know, and anything else is kind of just, I don't even know why I would grab it. Like, too many plugins. Less plugins, better.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Unless they're ours. In that case, get as many. No, but seriously. You just want to make sure that all the tools that you have make sense and that they get to the point, because the more, like, if you think of a carpenter, he has like certain tools that he's using all the time. He's going to get really, really familiar, really good with those things. If he just had thousands of tools, he's never going to really understand and use one. So I think it's the same concept when you look at any of this. It's not a crazy amount of stuff, very high quality stuff though. Like these channels, I know these, you can't even get these. I don't even know where you got this rack from, but these are like $4,000 each a channel. I know that much. I know, like, so that's like 16,000 just for that setup. And
that's right.
Let's show off this pedal section too. So I think that's pretty dope. A lot of stuff from Strymon.
Yeah, love Strymon stuff.
Let's see what we got. The Bassmaster, the Big Sky, the Night Sky. I remember I feel like I was supposed to get this off you at some point. I don't know what happened to that. That was a long time ago. You've had that for a long time.
Yeah, totally.
That's like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, just wanted to come in, check and see what was going on in the studio.
Thanks for coming by.
Absolutely awesome. Better than I last saw it. And once again, remember, that room is for rent if anybody's looking for anything. So just want to say, check it out. This is what a professional music studio looks like in the year 2023 and what you need to get it done, especially if you're looking to have people renting out your space and you just want to be a professional in the eyes of everyone else. So just want to say thanks to, we almost did the thing. We almost did it. Just wanted to say thanks for that, and I will catch you guys next time.
Thank you.